I was one of the lucky ones. I knew early on what I wanted to do with my life. To me, coaching's a call, and I started feeling that call when I was in the 6th grade. And the good Lord not only provided me with the opportunity to live out my childhood dream, but He also provided me with everything I needed to be successful. The circumstances that have surrounded my career are just too good to be dumb luck or coincidence. God always seemed to have me in the right place at the right time and surround me with the right people. 2 people the Lord brought into my life at just the right time were John Cruiser and Brad Pancoast. In the summer of 1977, when it looked like my coaching career might be over, Cruiser came to Mt Vernon High School as AD, and Pancoast came as our head football coach. John wanted us to have a wrestling program and was willing to take a chance on a 26-year-old with almost no wrestling experience, and gave me the opportunity to start the program. He gave me his full support and everything I needed to be successful. One of Brad's greatest strengths was that he always coached his coaches, and he taught me how to be organized, how to plan practices, and be prepared. Nearly everything I know about football, and an awful lot of what I know about coaching in general, I learned from him. These men were friends and mentors, and I will always be indebted to them. Thank you. There are also men like Coach Dick Carpenter from Centralia and Coach Bob Odom from Carbondale. Those were the 2 dominant wrestling programs in the South at that time, and they were willing to take me under their wing and mentor me and encourage me. And the first time that we were able to beat both Carbondale and Centralia in the same season was one of my proudest memories. The timing was also a factor, and again, I have to give credit to God because the timing was perfect. That first year, we had an incredibly talented freshman class, and we learned the sport together. When they were seniors, we won our first regional title. The athletes that continued to show up in our program, like Ernie Badger, Robert Lockwood, Matt Brown, Chris and Tony Duncan, J.C. Gaunt, and many, many others, made me look like a way better coach than I really was. The unfailing support of wrestling families like the Regards, the Duncans, the Gaunts, the Anconas, the Stricklands, the Vosbergs, and again, many more, made my job so much easier and more rewarding. It was no accident that these people came into our program at the time they did. I think it was all part of God's perfect timing. I had wonderful assistant coaches over the years whose contribution to our success is immeasurable. Some of them came from extensive high school and college wrestling backgrounds, but I'm especially proud of those who learned the sport right here at Mt Vernon High School and wanted to come back and be a part of our program. It gives me great pride to say that all 3 of our current Rams wrestling coaches, Sean Doherty, Bruce Harris, and Brian Shelf, all grew up in our program. They've been in Mount Zion all day and trying to get some kids to the state tournament, and I'm happy to tell you that 3 of our wrestlers, Chase and Alex Vosberg and Blake Strickland, have qualified for the state tournament next week. Chase is just a freshman, by the way. He picked up his 40th win this year, which ties the school record for most wins in a single season held by Hall of Famer J.C. Gaunt. He's got another week to go, so he's got a good chance to break it. I've also been blessed with a wonderful family, and they're here tonight. To my wife Bonnie, who had to put up with all the craziness of being the spouse of the coach. I love you, you're amazing, I couldn't have done any of this without you. To my children, Tracy and Holly, your mom did an amazing job of raising you while I was spending much of your childhood in a gym with somebody else's kids. I'm so proud of the women you've become, and I love you. My brother, Bob, is here from Texas with his wife. My mom, who's 91, was supposed to come, but she came down with a bug this afternoon and unable to be here. I wish my dad was here to enjoy this, but I know he knows about it and he's proud. Finally, I want to thank and acknowledge a man who's been a spiritual mentor and friend for the last several years, and I'm thrilled that he's here tonight. Roger Light of Fellowship of Christian Athletes. FCA is an organization that's taught me how to mesh my passion for sport, for coaching, and my passion and love for Jesus Christ together into something that has become a ministry. If I have a legacy here at Mt Vernon High School, I think the one that I'm most proud of is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Watching how it's grown over the last 37 years and impacted this campus has been an amazing story in itself. I'm truly humbled to stand up here because I look at the names on these placards over here, and I've heard about these guys ever since I student taught here in the early 70s, and they're legendary. And to have my name included with that group of people is just almost more than I can comprehend, and I'm very thankful and grateful. Thank you very much.